Well, boys and girls, we are on a Tuesday afternoon. If you don't hear from me anymore, please come and check on me because, our special guest. Never spoke to him really much, but we are tonight. This is Stir in the Pot with Don Kincaid and my very special guest, El Presagio, the Omen, if you will. Thank you so much, sir, for coming and talking to us, the fans. I appreciate it.
Pleasure, my pleasure.
Uh, you got a spooky voice as well, my friend. Uh, wow. Uh, I'm going to start right off because masked wrestlers really grab my eye. Very eye catching, very colorful, uh, big presence, if you will, masked wrestlers. Now, your character, you're a very big guy. You seem to like to hurt people as your job, if you will. You have a great look. You come out, your physique is fantastic. You have a manager behind you. You put on a great character. You try to tell this story in the ring, what wrestling is all about, which I applaud you for as a fan. Uh, but could you please, and I know we're gonna jostle all over the place. Could you please talk to us about this character, El Presagio, because I've been very, very curious ever since we said yes, let's pencil in a date. So could you please talk to us about this character, El Presagio?
So I've been this character, but I had this character in my mind since I was a kid.
Oh,
Um, I I never had the opportunity to be a wrestler in my youngest ages, but now around 3.5 years, I built up the character myself, and here I am. Here is a Omen Presagio in Spanish.
we haven't. So you're telling me if you've only been in the game for about 3.5 years, I've seen you right from the beginning because I've known you for quite some time, if you will.
Yeah, from Kevin Landry School.
Yeah, Kevin Landry's combine up in Holyoke, Mass, producing some fine talent. Now El Presagio, the Omen. Now it's translated to the Omen. That's correct.
I translated because most, I'm Latino, I'm Spanish, and most people don't understand English. So I try to make it like the Omen, and because they don't understand what was that, they go like, oh, what that means. So I said, wait a minute, let me go to translate the name so people feel more comfortable.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Thank you for that. And I noticed on your face page you even have it in parentheses, the Omen. So I thank you for that. Um, Now El Presagio, you've only been in the game for a very short time. Um,
yes.
Now, I speak a lot about character, and we're going to get back to El Presagio as a character. I talk a lot about character, but I also talk a lot about connecting with the fans and getting us this dance that we do of the booing, the cheering, and you guys and girls giving us those signals of what we're supposed to do and kind of mixing it up with us. You seem to do that very comfortably. Did connecting with the fans come easily to you?
It's not easy because for me being a heel, and basically it's hard to, you know, get involved with the crowd because they don't like me. Most of them they don't they don't like me because when I step in the ring, I crush my opponent and with no mercy, and most of those fans come to see my opponent, and they're trying to they don't cheer me.
But hey, you're doing your job very well if we're not cheering you because you come out. And like I say, you give us those signals of what we're supposed to do when you come out through that curtain. And that's something, again, I applaud you as a fan for because if you're not giving us these signals that what are we supposed to do but just look at you and watch you walk to the ring? So if we're not familiar with you and you're not telling us, giving us this body language or even using your words, we don't know what to do, cheer or boo. And I've got to and I hope you don't take this the wrong way. I love to boo you, and when I boo you, I do it very loud and proud. I am not afraid. Sorry. I am not afraid to boo one El Presagio, and along with El Presagio, comes with a manager named El Profeta. Uh,
Yes.
Now, this character as El Presagio, do you feel that you needed a mouthpiece or someone behind you to drive this character? Is that why El Profeta is with you?
Well, I always like to have somebody next to me to watch my back.
Oh.
That's why my manager is there.
Hmm.
Um, it's 50-50. I need it and I don't need it. You know, I don't need it because I can, you can see I can speak and everything.
Yeah.
But in with him, it's different. He talk for me. He do the promos. I just do the noises and like a monster. Cause that's my character. I'm a monster.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna come talk, funny voices. No, I do my monster voices and no noise, whatever you want to call them. And he talked for me.
Uh, I think it works very well with yourself and El Profeta because he knows how to piss off the crowd, if you will. Uh,
Yeah, I'm telling you. So the prophet, I mean the prophet in English,
Mhm.
and the omen. So we try to join those names, and it came together. And I like it. I enjoy it working with him because he's a smart guy. I'm very professional. And when we step in the ring, when we gear up, we take this seriously in every way. So that's why I like it.
uh, we're going to jump into that topic of the training and being, 100% in. But yourself and El Profeta, very young relationship, if you will. How long have you and El Profeta been together?
Well, I can say like a year and a half,
Okay.
yeah.
Now, when you guys start working together, you just don't know how that chemistry is going to be. So once you started doing some events and whatnot, it seemed like you guys were gaining this chemistry pretty easily. Yeah.
Yeah, since the first time I started working with him, it was a click.
Oh.
It was a click. Every time we step in the ring, you know, he knows what he can do, and he do his job. He's part of the job. I do my one. But basically, we don't talk too much. We just step out of the curtain and we work. That's it.
Uh,
That's what I
that
like.
is that is definitely something about El Presagio. Uh, Little words, lot of fight. My man, he's not there to mess around. He's not there to mess around. He's not there to tell jokes. He's not there to do that many other parts of what a lot of the good guys do, if you will. So you're doing a fine job on being the bad guy, my friend, because
Thank
you are
you.
a yeah, you're a smash mouth. You come out, you take care of business. Win or lose, it doesn't matter. You always leave very angry. I don't think I've ever seen you one time in a good mood, to be honest with you. So being able to sit with you is actually kind of a pleasure, a selfish pleasure, because we get to speak to you in a different manner, which again, I really appreciate because number one, mass wrestlers are a different breed of wrestlers, if you will. And I know it's all part of wrestling. It's a different art form of
Yeah.
wrestling. But you guys and girls that wear masks, you want to keep it a little more mysterious with more mystique on top of your characters. So I really, and I know I've already said thank you at the top, but I do appreciate you wanting to come on a show, being interviewed, and telling your story because not everybody wants to open up as such. So as a mass wrestler, it kind of surprised me that we really wanted to connect. You know. Now, where you said you're Spanish? Do you derive right from Spain?
No, I'm from Puerto Rico.
Oh, Puerto Rico. I apologize. I
So,
apologize.
so
Now I'm talking. I am to understand there are some many different rules in professional wrestling in Puerto Rico than there is in America. There's some many differences between the two. Is that correct, sir?
Oh yeah, it's similar in certain points, but at the same time, it's kind of different. Whether it's very tough to become a wrestler, it's
Okay.
hard. It's hard.
Now I'm to understand, and what one rule really kind of messed with me a little bit. I was told that in Puerto Rico, I don't know if it is now, but you could you had to be like 6 feet and about 200 pounds in order to be a wrestler in Puerto Rico. Is that something you've heard of before?
Um, no, no, it's not true because there are some wrestlers that I'm 5'11". With the boots I go like 6'2".
Mhm.
I know a lot of wrestlers that they are like 5'10".
Okay.
The body weight, it has to be a lot. You cannot be skinny. You have to weigh certain pounds to become a wrestler because that's the way it is over there. But it's not that you have to be 100% more than 6 feet high and more than 250 pounds. Nah, that's not gonna happen. If that was the case, what will happen with the junior class? Those people are less than 6 feet. You know what I mean? Um,
It might have been an older rule, but you're saying even nowadays though, a certain weight requirement is in place.
well, not now, not
Oh,
now, because you can see now in these days, everybody can be a heavyweight if they want to be, in the heavyweight, division. But back in the days, it was more regulated. Like,
okay.
you guys from this pound to this pound, you guys are heavyweight. This pound to this pound, you are like junior like heavyweight.
Got you.
Stuff like that. There
Uh,
was a lot of requirements. Like your physique had to be 100% in shape. Cardio was the most important back in that day, in the days. Now they they take that serious too, but not like back in the days.
yeah, it's a little more loose, if you will. The restrictions aren't as harsh, if you will. Now, because you're right, because the smaller guys have become champions of many a company over the course of wrestling. I mean, look at WWE. We got a guy like Kofi Kingston was heavyweight champion. I mean, the big champ. So you don't have to be one of these big guys in order to be a heavyweight champion of a company. Um, Now, did you start wrestling in Puerto Rico or did you start in America?
I start here, in the United
Okay.
States, in Massachusetts. I start here. Yeah.
Right at Kevin Landry's.
Well, I started working with Ben Belcher.
Oh, okay.
So he was the first person who took me, and I want to thank him if he's seen this interview. He was my first sensei. Let's say like that. Then I moved to Kevin Landry's, and I perfect, made more perfect my move and stuff like that because Marcos. I don't know if you know Magnificent Marcos.
I do. I do.
Yeah, so he's the one who is giving the classes over there with Kevin, and you know I appreciate him too because he helped me a lot to do what I do now.
Uh, Find names that you've mentioned because I do know of Mr. Belcher. Been at a bunch of shows that he's been on, and a fine talent, magnificent Marcos. The ladies love him. Let me tell you.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. It's like a Johnny Bravo, like. Yeah, I appreciate him and Ben obviously because I started wrestling with him, and it's not because I'm a bad guy in the ring. I have to be a bad guy outside of the ring. I'm very humble. I'm a humble person, and when I say thank you, it's because it comes from my heart.
I I absolutely love that on this show, my friend. We love to lift our talents. We love to lift our promotions. The trainers that have brought us for you guys to a certain level. So I love that you're saying that right now. Now at Kevin Landry's, there's a lot of students over there. It's a fine facility, might I add. It's such a big room that you guys got up there. A lot of space up there. But
Okay.
not only that, they started doing shut up and wrestles. There are shows that happen once a month for free, and they got up to shut up and wrestle 6 before the virus really shut the world down. I've seen yourself and El Profeta on maybe 1 or 2 of those shut up and wrestles. How is it to be able to you're at your training facility where you've been getting schooled by Kevin Landry, Magnificent Marcos, but be able to come back and have these cool shows in front of the fan base was starting to build up pretty quickly over there. I gotta say.
Yeah, it's different training, the feeling, and then when it's wrestling event, it's totally different. The adrenaline is a lot higher. Um, people's in the locker room very professional. In all the thing. Um, I met a lot of new talents that they are not in the school. They came from different companies around New England, and I feel comfortable working for Shut Up and Wrestle. They come this on March 20. This coming event. I'm gonna be there with
Cool.
my new tag partner, Beetlejuice.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. Hmm. Very interesting. I do know of one Beetlejuice. Yes, yes. Hmm.
So I'm gonna be working with him in I think it is a 6-man tag with Stevie
Oh,
G.
oh, very, very interesting. Now, at Shut Up and Wrestle 6, as I was saying, that not only are they getting a fan base built up over there, obviously pre-COVID, because it's taken a while to get to Shut Up and Wrestle 7, which you just previously had in February, which was a fine time. Limited seating, sanitation stations, they were taking temperatures, all of that good stuff. Everybody was in the masks. We had a fine time. It was so good to get back to wrestling, my friend. Um, you're going to be working at Shut Up and Wrestle 8, is what you're saying to us right now.
Yeah. Hmm. That's correct.
Not only that, though, boys and girls, it's free. Magic 4 letters. Those everybody loves those 4 letters. I know even El Presagio loves those letters. FREE. It's a free show. I think it's actually criminal that they don't charge us because we have a lot of fun at Shut Up and Wrestle. So I always thank Kevin Landry's Combine and Shut Up and Wrestle for allowing us fans to go up and seeing the fine talent that they produce, and like you said, that they bring from other areas. And let's stay on that topic a little bit. Now you're obviously young in your wrestling career. Being in the back room in a locker room like that and meeting these different talent that you've never seen before, that's got to be nice though, because now you're able to network yourself, your character, your brand, and maybe go to a company that they work at or something.
Yeah. I was in Puerto Rico last year. I was in Puerto Rico, and then I was in New York working with a Bronco in BWF.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I was there, and now with Kevin Landers. Um, my plans for the future is keep working in different companies.
Mhm.
So
Because you gain these experiences, you can
yeah,
never stop learning in wrestling. That's what they
no,
say.
every day you learn something new.
Mhm.
If you say that you don't have to learn, because I heard a lot of talents, they say, "Oh, I don't have to step in the ring and train because I'm a professional. I'm a veteran." From myself, I'm gonna let them know that they are liars because you always have to train, no matter how big is your experience in the ring, how many years you've been around in wrestling business. There's something new that you learn. There's a new talents, new moves that old school doesn't do, and now it's different. And your your cardio you have to train too, because what's gonna happen if you think you are the best and then you don't run, then you die in the ring. then
And it's very visible from our vantage point. If there, I've seen it 100 times, maybe even more, where the wrestlers don't have that cardio you speaking of, and they call it gassing out. And you can see it. You can so see it from a fan's vantage point.
obviously the fans is the first one they're gonna see it.
Yeah.
And people say, I heard people say, I don't want to say names because I don't want to, be in a controversy. But I heard a bunch of talent says, oh no, I go to the gym and I do the cardio in the machine. I said, listen, it's not the same cardio in the treadmill than in step on the ring. 3 minutes in the ring is like I can say you've been running like an hour and a half in the machine. It's not the same, my brother. And especially me, when I'm using my mask, it's hard because I train with my mask on. It's very weird, rarely if I don't train without my mask, but I do cardio with my mask. I do the work in the ring with my mask. Basically, I do everything with my mask because I have to gain that extra cardio because it's hard to breathe with this thing. And if you're working in the ring with a young talent that they like to run everywhere and jump here and jump in there, and you have to try to catch them, it's gonna be hard for you if you're gonna be a lack of oxygen, and it's hard.
I'm sorry to laugh, but that's a very. I had a visual of myself going from rope to rope, and you trying to snatch me out.
We're gonna try to run out of me because I'm a big guy. I'm not gonna play a game with them. So.
Oh my goodness, what a visual that was. No, very fine point with the cardio. Very fine point. But wow, you do your training and everything with your mask on, and I can absolutely see why you would do that. But what made you start doing that? Was it something you thought of? Was it something that maybe somebody gave you some feedback? Was it a trainer of yours? Why did you start doing everything with a mask?
Um, I've been doing a lot of search back in the days with Mexican wrestlers
Okay.
that they call luchadors. They said once you had your mask on, this is something that is like the holy grail. Is this is very important to protect their identity inside the ring, even if when you're training. Um, what's gonna happen if you don't train with your mask, and then you put your mask on, and then you're gonna do some work in the ring, and you gasping for air in the ring because you forgot to train with the mask. This mask, I got this one too, the green one. This mask is like your other partner. It go with you everywhere you go. Even when I go to the different gyms to weight lift, I wear my mask. I don't like people to look at me with no mask because I'm gonna feel weird. You know, especially because I don't got my tattoos on it. They're gonna reveal my identity. I don't like it.
Uh,
Personally, I don't like it. I like to protect my identity. I protect my mask. And this is something that I take care like this is my baby right here. And I respect this means respect. The mask mean a lot of respect for me, and that's why I do everything with the mask.
I, I applaud you uh, because there's a word, and I've said it a few times on this show. Not all wrestlers like it. Some still keep it alive, if you will. That word being kayfabe in wrestling. You know, keeping that mystique of the character alive. I applaud you, my friend El Presagio. Thank you
Thank you.
so much for doing that.
Thank you. Yeah, this means a lot for me. And I heard that word. That word is everywhere. WWE too. So you know, and there's a lot of kayfabe around wrestling, and like sometimes I sit down and watch TV and I go like, my God, what's going on with the wrestling business in these days? Because there's a lot of respect that is missing to the legends. They don't respect nothing in the locker room. They don't have respect. They don't have respect even in the ring. You know, yeah. and it's hard because back in the days, the old wrestlers, that's what they're trying to do, like build like a legacy. So the future that we are the future now, we keep that legacy and keep working on it, and that's not happening. That's not happening. It's not happening, and it's hard because some we try to do to keep it, but most of them they don't care. They just do whatever they want, and it's very sad.
I do bring that up because that's part of that surprise in wrestling that's supposed to be there for a fan. If you're a guy that reads the dirt sheets and tries to keep up with all the spoilers and stuff on the internet, hey, that's you. That's fine. That's cool. I still like being a surprise fan. I don't want to read if there's surprise entrance to the Royal Rumble. I don't want to know who's coming out there. I want to be surprised because it's a freaking surprise entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, I applaud you for that, because that shows some old school mentality and respect and honor, if you will, with the mask being part of you, because that's pretty much what it is. You're not only keeping that character alive of El Presagio, but you are one, it seems, going to work out all of your training. You probably don't even go to the convenience store without that thing. So I do.
If I could, I would. No, but yeah, but I try to keep it 100% the most of the time.
Yeah, convenience store may be a bad example. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's just me, El Passaggio, I swear. Now, I noticed, though, on the same token, going back to El Profeta, he's also a masked wrestler. The mystique you both keep with the masks, is that a reason why you guys kind of have that chemistry, because you both are familiar with the masked version, the art form of wrestling?
Yes, that's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons, and we are a team, so we have to be the most similar it can be. Yeah, but that was the first reason. That
Now, I want to jump to NEWS, New England Wrestling Superstars. That's where I believe I started seeing you, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's my home. That's my home. Yeah.
That was previous to me seeing you at Kevin Landry. So you say that's your home. That's your home promotion, if you will, NEWS.
Yes, that was the first company that I started doing become a wrestler, and since day one, I've been with them in highs and lows, and here I am.
It's been a roller coaster.
Yeah.
I gotta say, from a distance as a fan, it's been a roller coaster trying to keep up with the events, and there's been some things happening in the past of NEWS where there were dates set and you couldn't make them and such, but you guys always tried to bring, no matter when the dates were there and you guys were running the events, a lot of fun. It's very family orientated, and you've got production going on with the cameras and such, getting good footage of the matches. But I wanted to bring something up because this is how I've met you or seen you for the first time. You were not with just El Profeta. You were in this faction of sorts. There was like 4 or 5 or 6 or 20 of you. I can't. There was so many of you that night. There might have been only 4, if I'm not mistaken. Could you talk to me about that, or us? I'm sorry. Could you talk to us, the fans, about that faction that you were in NEWS?
When the person that I was with before.
Yeah, there was something going on. Wasn't there like a dark angel, and there was a few more people that you were associated with at NEWS.
So before Tap made the tag team with the Black Angel, I had a wrestling match with him, and I was before with the Soul Taker. Me and him was together.
Okay.
And didn't work out, because some points that I don't want to get involved with. And then I had a match with Black Angel, and Then after that match, Soul Taker betrayed me, and that's when he hit me with a chair, and then
Oh.
Black Angel came back and he saved me, and that's when we started our faction.
Oh.
Yeah, the Angels of Destruction.
Yes,
No.
that's correct. Yes,
Yeah,
that's correct. The Angels of Destruction. Thank you for reminding me. Uh, not only were there was a few males in this faction, you guys have a female, and I got and I'm just gonna say it, and I hope you don't hurt me. She's off her rocker. She's crazy. She's a lunatic. Uh, uh, do you remember this female that was within? Am I correct on saying that?
yeah. She's a legend from Puerto Rico.
She's
Um,
crazy.
they call her La Tigresa.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, she's very famous in Puerto Rico. She's very professional too. Um, so that was like we trying to make something with her too, but it didn't work out. But yeah, we have her in our corner, and that day I don't remember. I think we wrestle the Muds.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, the Muds, something like that.
Hmm.
And we beat the hell of them in the ring, and we have fun that night. Yeah, yeah.
Now, I bring all of that back up because, again, that's the first time that I think I've seen you perform. Was that specific show? To be honest with you, so seeing you at Kevin Landry's, I was like, hey, I know those guys. You know?
Yeah, since we not been working with news because of COVID, so we moved to Kevin Laundries and started working with them.
Okay.
And I've been around. I've been around me and a Profeta and doing wrestling. That's what we like and that's what we do.
Mm. The passion for wrestling. Without the passion, why be a wrestler? You need
Yeah.
that passion, my friend. Uh, NEWS, are we going to see the promotion come back, or is it just on a hiatus for now?
No, yeah. We are in conversation with the owner of the venue.
Okay.
So we have a meeting soon with him to set up a date so we can start working again. We have previous dates before, but because, like I said, because of COVID, they canceled everything, and it was like a big boom for me. Like, oh my god, what I'm gonna do now? And that's why I started working with Kevin, and I thank him because he keep me working busy
Yeah. I
and
Now, one of the main reasons why I do, well, there's two reasons why I ask. We love to see, promotions that maybe disappear come back, or have to take a break come back, or because of whatever's going on. So we'd like to see our promotion still running. But second off, I've actually had a few fans reach out to me. Hey, Kincaid, what's up with NEWS? Are there any dates? And I'm like, dude, it's been a while.
no,
I don't know. You're waiting just like me.
we been the thing is that because of COVID, every time we try to set up a date, they lower the capacity of the people, and if not that was the case, they cancel the venue because the owner want to have all the caution be and he don't want to get in trouble with the city, get fines and stuff. So we
Yeah.
say, hey, let's take a break. Let's wait until all these COVID thing pass, and let's go forward. Um, that's what is happening. But yeah, yes, he's 100% that we're gonna do another show.
Hmm.
We're trying to do I'm not sure yet because I don't want to say, but it could be May. It depends what the owner of the venue decide. So we working on it. We working on it.
Very good. I'm gonna have to reach out to the fans and be like, hey, don't know a date yet, but there is some news on news. So we'll see. We'll see what the future brings for NEWS, New
At the,
England Wrestling Superstars.
At the meantime, they're gonna we're gonna be working with Kevin Laundry combined. So
Okay. Uh, Now let's flip back to the combine, because you said that you're going to be teaming up with Beetlejuice.
yes, he's now our new partner. Because Black Angel have had a serious injured and he cannot compete no more.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he's in treatment, and I hope he's come back. At the meantime, we have Beetlejuice, and if Black Angel come back, we're gonna have a big stable. Yeah. So it's gonna be now Beetlejuice, myself, and Profeta working
Now,
on.
you have to correct me on something because I've seen it two different ways. I've seen him called Beetlejuice, but I've also seen him and heard him called Beetler Juice. Is that the same guy, the same name? Where are we at with that?
It's Beetlejuice.
Okay.
Beetle. Yeah.
He Beetler Juice or was previously a Beetler Juice?
No.
Okay.
He's Beetlejuice. Yeah.
I had to make sure that because I've called him Beetler Juice more than once.
Saying, don't take it. It's the same thing that happened with my name, a Presagio. Some people come into the Prego. Presagio. I say, oh my God, how hard is to say Presagio? It's because the pronounce is way different than Spanish. I was like, oh my God, why you guys don't call me the Omen? It's better in English, you know. So,
You know what? I'm pushing, and I know what's your name, but I'm going to push El Presagio aside, and I am only going to call you the Omen from now on. That's it. Now, you said it, I didn't, but you and it triggered the crap out of me. You said that you've been called El Prego. I want to bring that just to light for a second because there's been these guys rolling around that that mess with me a lot. The Bike Club,
yeah,
and I hate to talk about. I hate to bring them up. I apologize.
those punks.
Yeah, because I really don't like to bring them up.
I don't like them either. I can't wait to put my hands on this all three of them.
Yeah, these guys, they've really been digging under your skin with this El Prego stuff. And we've seen footage being put out on the social medias of you guys going back and forth. What in the holy hell is going on with you two?
Well, what is going on is simple. Seven tried to make me become part of the Bike Club.
Nah!
Me, I was like, dude, are you serious? You are a joke. All your Bike Club is a joke. I work myself with my manager. We are the Legion of Evil. We don't need no Bike Club next to us. I think we make better on your side, but I don't want to join you. And he got mad. One day I was walking around in the gym, doing my workout and everything, and I saw him doing crazy workouts. I say, what the hell? And then my manager, basically my manager was the first person who saw him, and he goes like, oh wait, Presagio, here's that's not seven. And I goes like, oh my God, okay. So that's why everything started, and they beat me up. He said that I beat him up, but I don't know. I just trying to hug him and everything to say, hey, hi, how are you? Make sure, we don't want to join your club, but we are friends. You know what I mean? And then after that, he hit me back in the chair. And okay, so this is how we're going to do it. So. Start. Then after that, something happened to him. And I haven't seen him for a while after that.
That story brings a tear to my eye, sir. That is such a beautiful story. I thank you for painting that picture between yourself and the Bike Club. And man, that's seven. He's a real pain in the ass, isn't he?
That's why I think you saw a couple of times. I built up myself a mask. This sucks. I enjoy every time I wear that mask because I feel like, oh my God, I feel so good now.
Oh my goodness. Whenever that popped up and we started sharing that a little bit, man, the buzz around those things was something else. That was genius.
Yeah, and I like it. I like when I wear it. I enjoy it every single moment. And if I could sleep with that thing, I would sleep with that thing on it. It's it's true. Bike club sucks, and it is what it is.
Oh my goodness! Oh, you're making me cry, my friend. Um, uh, do you wear the bike? Did you wear the Bike Club Sucks mask over your mask?
Well, I can try. I will try it. I will. It's kind of, but I will try it because it's not a
I
good
think
time.
I think that would make a good picture.
You know what? I gotta do something. Since that you're going to be in Shadow Wrestle, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna bring that mask with me, and I'm gonna put it on and everything, and we can take a picture and share it. Right?
Yes. Uh,
You know, it'll be
look, look at what we did, boys and girls. We're gonna have the Omen come out with a Bike Club Sucks mask over his mask. This
yeah,
is amazing.
yeah.
I can't wait for Shut Up and Wrestle 8. That's gonna be fantastic. uh, you, my friend, are an absolute gem. That's amazing. I love that.
I'm saying the truth. Fight Club
Yeah.
Sucks. I can't wait, man. I can't wait to put my hands on all three of them. Because what they
Uh,
did to me is not over yet. It's not over.
that would be like a Christmas present for me, no matter what month it is. You beating up the Bike Club would be an absolute great Christmas present. Uh, good times, Mike. See what that does right there, though. These things, if you don't produce content, promos, give us a little something, something to watch. We don't get involved in what you guys and girls are doing. So again, and I know I've applauded you a couple times, but thank you for doing those little things because that gets us started in that storyline, if you will.
Yep. I do it because it's not because the pandemic will have to be closed. Not hide from the people. No, you have to keep working. Even with the pandemic, I've been training, doing my workout, doing my weightlifting, doing my kind of small promos, as you want to call them. And soon they start opening stuff. We jump and train in the ring and everything. Because being a wrestler means being a wrestler. It's not just being a wrestler in the ring, the day of the event, and that's it. No, you have to train. You have to weightlift. Get your body in shape, make that body ready, because you don't know when they're gonna call you from different company, go to work, and then what's gonna happen if you don't do training? You're gonna be like a big fat potato, and I'm sorry to say it this way, and not be offensive because I'm not this strong as but I keep my shape up,
Yeah.
and that's what it is. You are a wrestler 100%. I always say like being a wrestler is like a mafia. Once you went in, you cannot get out. Because
Yeah.
multiple times I got hurt a few times in the ring, and I said, "Oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing this." I put myself in that position, like I don't know what I'm doing this. But the next day when I wake up, I say, "Oh my God, I enjoy it. I like it." So it's like a commitment that you have with the fans and with the wrestling itself,
Mhm.
and that's what I'm doing.
uh, because you get in these points in your career. Why am I doing this? Oh, I love this. Why would I ever think I would want to stop doing this? So there's a battle within at times when you're becoming a wrestler because it's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it.
No, it's not.
Um,
My wife said, "Why you don't quit?" I goes like, "I can't. Simple. I
mhm.
can't. With my body sore, pain, you know, muscles hurting and everything, bruises. And I look myself in the mirror. I say, I can't quit. And I'm gonna keep forward and forward until who knows. But
Now the gear that you come out with looks very well done, very professional. You have a theme going on, colors and stuff.
yeah,
Um, who makes your gear? Because it looks fantastic.
okay. So I got two people. So this purple one was made in Puerto Rico. It came from the hands of a former wrestler from WWC.
Okay.
And this green one that I haven't used it yet. This is gonna be the March 20. It's gonna be the first time I'm gonna use it.
Oh,
That one was made from a Bronco.
oh
In,
yes.
I always say like a wrestler need more than one you know mask and uniform. I can say because you never know what's happening. Sometimes it get broken or something like that. I like to keep my gear in shape, pants, mask, my gloves, elbow pads, everything. I'm like that. I'm very jealous with my stuff.
Yeah, and you even go the step further where you have the mask, your regular gear, obviously, your elbow, your knee pads, but you go the extra mile and you have the gloves too. I think you present a fantastic package, my friend. You look fantastic when you come
Thank
out to
you.
that.
I've been teaching like that way since when I was watching back in the days when I was watching wrestling when I was a kid. I heard a bunch of wrestlers say that this is something serious in all matters, like gears, mask. If you're gonna use a mask, if not, your shape has to be good. That's why I'm taking care of my gear the way it is. I like to
Mhm.
keep it nice and clean, and I try to upgrade different colors and basically for the fans too, because they don't get bored watching the same person with the same color.
Another thing I have to give you applause for, giving different looks at different, maybe different promotions, different events. Even if it's just a shut up, at least if it's from 8 to 9 and you give us different looks, we're like, oh wow, that's some pretty. We didn't see that last time. That's some pretty cool gear. So I applaud you on that. Now doing these shows though, it takes a toll on your body, like you said. We like to talk about a support system in wrestling on this show because I feel personally, if you don't have, uh, maybe a parent, your spouse, your children, or somebody behind you, your friends, even your brothers and sisters in the wrestling ring, as a support system to give you that little extra something, something when there are times when you're like, man, why am I doing this? This and this and this. These are the reasons why I shouldn't be doing this, but these are the reasons why I should be doing this. Do you have a support system like your wife you mentioned earlier? She supports on this wrestling adventure of yours.
Yeah. So I'm a cancer survivor.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm a cancer survivor, and when I was sick before, I made a promise, and I told God that I want to do, if He healed me, I want to do something so I can share my experience when I was sick, and at the same time do something to gain support to those people who are sick. It doesn't matter kids or adults, and that's why I become in my head be a wrestler. When I came with the idea, people saying, "Oh, but you are getting old. How are you gonna do it?" I said, "I don't know how I'm gonna do it because I didn't. I have my character built up and
yeah.
everything, but I didn't know how to start."
Mhm.
And I said, "I have to start with with something, but I gotta do something." So that's how I became the wrestler. So if any promoter wanna contract me or something like that, whatever they pay me, I don't want. I just give the money to those people, to people getting sick, to the cancer research. I don't care how many it is, how much I say how much money it is. I don't care. I just wanna if I get get like a get those people healed from that sickness because I'm telling you, it's very hard. It's very hard. It's very sad to go over it, and it takes time to heal. And that's why I'm here. My wife support me. My mom, my mother, she's another one. She's a cancer survivor, and that imposed me to do not quit. So that's why I'm here. You know, other than that, I would not be wrestling. I just been doing something else because I know
Wow.
how to do a bunch of stuff, and I have my daily work, so I don't have to wrestle. basically. But I do it because I have a commitment. I made a promise, and here I am keeping my promise up.
Wow.
And it's hard. It's hard. I met a bunch of kids with that sickness, and let me tell you, it's very sad. Sometimes it's not because I'm a bad person in the ring means I have to be a bad person outside. When I went to see those kids, my God, my tears came down and everything. Lucky that I have my mask so I can play with it and dries up. But it's hard. It's hard to see a kid. Sometimes they don't survive, man, and it's hard because when you go over there, you have that hope that they're gonna come out from that bed, and the next, let's say the next month when you hear about her from the parents say, "Oh my, he died," but he thanks God that you came and he saw you, he met you, and everything. That makes me happy, and that's why I'm a wrestler. That's why I'm a wrestler, and I'm gonna keep doing this until who knows, God knows, here I am. That's why I'm a wrestler. That's why the omen is the omen, and you know, it's hard.
Uh, El Presagio, this interview, I never expected to go this way. I love everything you said right there. Giving back, and uh, we, wow, I cannot. That is absolutely blowing my mind. Cancer survivor becomes a wrestler, puts in his time, gives right back to the children that are dealing with said situations in their life. Walking into these facilities, the hospitals and such with the children, though, when they see you, it's got to be just like seeing Hulk Hogan or one of their favorite wrestlers that they see on TV, because you are a larger than life character, my friend. You're a very, I don't know if you know this, you're a pretty big guy. So yeah, you're a very big guy. You have the mask. It's a character, like we were saying before. They must look at you like you were like their favorite wrestler on TV when you're hanging with them. It's gotta be.
The feeling is good. I got goosebumps. It feels good. It feels good because you feel like you are doing something for them. It looks like not be some. Doesn't look like it could be something big, but for them it's something big.
Yeah.
And for the parents too, because it bring them a little bit of relief from the daily's problems that they have to deal with, those treatments and stuff. So I feel grateful to being part of those lives. And if I have to do it over and over, I don't care. I don't care if I have to, if somebody calls me, let's say 12 o'clock in the midnight and say, hey, my son want to meet you. I don't care. I just get up and I go. I go because, you know, I know what it is, and I want to build happiness, bring happiness to those families that they are struggling with this sickness. And yeah, I don't mind, man. I don't mind.
I the words you express are absolutely amazing, and they're right. You can tell that it's nothing but genuine words when you speak, though. What I'm trying to really point out is this is no facade. This is no BS, if you will. This is straight from your heart, and I absolutely love everything that you've shared with us tonight, El Presagio, because I thought it was going to be me asking you a question and you yelling back at me, to be honest with you. I really thought that's what this was going to be.
I deal with it when I saw you in the in the show. Not now because I cannot grab you by the neck and everything. But yeah, yeah. That's who I am. Um, and that's how what I do, and I enjoy what I'm doing. Like I said before, if they call me anytime, any day, I'll be there. I'll be there, and you know why not? Why not? You are a wrestler, but at the same time, you are a human, and you have feelings and everything.
Absolutely. Absolutely, my friend. We've spoken many a topic tonight. I'm so glad that we got on this topic of you giving back and your story, because that's the exact. Are you familiar with USF 13, my friend?
Yeah, I've
Okay.
been trained with him a couple times and everything.
This is the exact reason why I started stirring the pot. We were talking, hanging out, in general conversation, and he started telling me about his story. Excuse me. And he started telling me about his story and broken back. You know, doctor saying you're not going to walk, and he says I'm going to be a wrestler. Doctor laughs at him. He becomes a wrestler. I don't. So we started diving into his story a bit, and that's exactly the reason why I started stirring the pot, for no other reason whatsoever. And it's for stories like what you just gave us right there. And I cannot thank you enough for sharing and just being open enough, though, Mr. Presagio, being open enough and comfortable enough to telling us those stories and sharing that kind of stuff in your life. And I can't appreciate it enough. You're absolutely amazing, for real.
You're welcome. Yeah, same thing that happened to me. People saying, "Oh, you are too old for being a wrestler." I said, "If you propose something, you can do it." You know, I can say age is a number. It's how you feel. You know, if you feel old, I heard of some people younger than me say, "Oh, I feel old," then you are old because you know it's how you feel. Just the age is a number. I always saying, and if you propose something, just go for it. You have a dream, just work it. It's not easy. Nothing is easy in life. But if you propose, you can do it. You can do it, and you can succeed in life.
Uh, some fine messages from El Presagio, the opposite of what I expected out of this whole thing. And my friend, I cannot thank you enough for sitting with us, talking with us, getting to know your career, getting to know you as a person. Obviously, without the mask, but we got behind the mask way more than I ever expected this evening. I gotta say.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate what you're doing because without your streaming the pod, how we gonna know our wrestlers? You know, because I include myself. So thank you for having us in your pod, and here we are. They, anytime you need me, I'm gonna be here. You got my messenger and everything. You can roll me down and everything. Yeah, whoever want to reach me, they can do the same thing.
How do we reach El Prof? I always want to mix your guys' names up for some reason. I'm gonna stop calling you El Presagio, the Omen. How do we find the Omen on the social medias?
Oh, you can find El Presagio in Facebook, Presagio, and then the E and the L in Instagram, and we have our fan page. It calls Legion of Evil. So we have it in Spanish too. So I'm sorry. Um, yeah, yeah. So yeah, you can reach me in there. We are working on a Twitter page, but because our daily life and everything, it's hard to make it. But yeah,
I find myself running ragged with 3 social medias right now. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. uh, this is Stirring the Pot with Don Kincaid and my very special guest, El Presagio, the Omen. Thank you so much, my friend.
thanks, and thanks to you. Thanks to you.